Hey there, everyone. I hope you're all doing well today. So, I've been practicing in my practice watercolor, inexpensive pad, irises. And I got to this point and I figured, well, let me turn on my camera and let's do the rest of it together. So I did have to let it dry. So it did dry overnight. I'm just paper clipping the paper down because it is cheap paper. It just wants to curl up and do its own thing. So I did already paint the actual iris. I used purple, and then I took that same color but more concentrated and I put it in the middle. I have a couple little smaller bud type flowers. I already added my stems and leaves onto the flowers. So we're gonna work together on adding the yellow into the middle, as well as maybe putting a little bit of detail onto the purple. I'm going to see. So again, this is just my practice, right? Yeah. So I'm taking a smaller brush, which is a number 4. I painted all of this with a number 12, but I'm going to move to a number 4 for the middle of the flowers, as well as adding a little bit of detail to the purple. So easy peasy, right? Because it's dry, it allows for me to add the yellow without it going down or blending in with the purple. So even on top of the purple over here, I'm able to add some yellow. Okay, so that was easy, right? We just added some yellow in there. So now for me, the hardest part um, is adding this little detail. Yeah, so let me see. I think I'm going to stick with this brush. I could probably go to a number 2. You know what? I think I am going to go to a number 2 because what I want to put on here, the lines that I want to put on here are just so thin that, yeah. Okay, so here goes. All right, so I'm going to work, I think, maybe up here on this one. So I'm going to take I'm going to take some purple, but I want it super concentrated because I want it to, have, to stand out, so to speak. So let me just make sure what I have here is not too wet and is concentrated enough. Okay, so I'm going to move this down just a little bit. I'm going to move my paint over. So what I want to do is add the most faintest little lines, like just little bit of detail. Like I'm barely touching it. And I just want to put a little on the bottom of the flower. Now I did see, I watched Ellen Crimmy Trent. I watched her video and where she was painting these flowers, but I wanted to take what I learned from her video and go ahead and just do a different composition, so I'm not actually doing the exact same thing that she did, right? So I don't want to totally copy what she had done, but but I do, want to use what I learned from that. So I think that that's probably good. I don't want to do too much with this. Excuse me. It just adds a little bit. It just adds ever so little to, to the petals. I tend to get carried away with this step. I do. Sometimes my lines just get too wide, right? Other times I put too many. So as I'm learning, I'm trying to be more aware of exactly what it is that I'm doing. So I don't know. Yep. So I like that. Let me go just a little bit more. See, now I'm going to add more that I probably shouldn't. I should just put it away, Susan. Just put it away. All right. One more little line here, a little small one. Okay. So I think that's it. I really think that that's it. So what I'm wondering now is if I should add a little yellow to the bottom. But I don't think so because, well, to me it's closed, right? It's not open. If I had kind of it open, if I had some petals coming down, then I would have a middle, but there's really not a middle. But what I'm noticing is this, that I might want to, well, and because I want to play a little bit, I just feel like playing a little bit, is maybe kind of add a little bit more to that. Let's see, I think that looks pretty. Doesn't it look pretty? And a little bit more to this one. I don't have to the bigger ones. I could in the areas where it's such a light wash, which by the way, I'm super proud of myself for doing a light wash. I think I finally got it. I finally understand. So I'm happy with that. Now I do feel like I just put too much on that one. So I'm going to take my thirsty brush and pull some of that up and back. And I think that is perfect. That is perfect. I'll do just a little bit on this one because I really like that look. I love it when there is the bloom, right? So you can see where the different layers are. And I absolutely love that. What I could do, like I was just saying, to where it's really, really, really light, I could come and put more there, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to futz with that. So you know what? I think this painting, I'm going to call it done. I'm going to try to get this up over here. So I obviously got something on there. Let me see if I can pull that up so it's not on here. Let me see. I'm just going to use a clean rag. Yep. Okay. So it's up. So, watercolor paper or watercolors, can be so forgiving. So that's it. Let me hold it up. And this is my iris painting. So again, I took what I learned from Ellen's video and I made it my own. And I think it's super duper duper pretty, and every once in a while I do a painting on this very inexpensive paper. And then I'm like, darn, why didn't I do it on arches, right? So, yeah, so I'm going to be doing this again. All right, thank you for being here. Please let me know your thoughts on this is my second iris ever that I've ever painted. So I don't know. I think it's okay. All right, thank you so much for being here. You all bless me abundantly. All righty, bye-bye.